All right, so let's get to it. On this video, we're going to be going over on how to set up the remote control on your TRX4M if you have any issues. So we're going to go to 3 different settings to set it up. With that being said, let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn the controller on at the bottom of the base right here. You're going to have a on-off switch, and then on the top, you're going to have an on indicator light right there. So I'm using my high trail as a demonstration. This is going to work for the TRX4M Defender, Bronco, and the high trail K10 or the F150. So we're going to remove the top, and we could just set it aside. You don't really have to unplug the light kit if you have one, because all we're going to be doing is really looking at the actual ECU. So we're going to go ahead and plug in the battery. So we have the battery plug right here. As you can see, it's red. So it's red right now, so the controller is not connected to the actual truck itself. So you see how the controller is green. This one's flashing red. I have hazard blinking lights on my kit. So that's indicating that the truck is not set up and everything. So what we're going to want to do is bind the controller to the truck, so that way this controller can control this truck. So how we're going to do that was we're going to remove the battery. All right. We're going to turn the controller off. We're going to press this button up here on the top, which is a set button. We're going to press and hold. And as we do that, we're going to turn the controller back on. It's going to blink red. We're going to release the set button while it's blinking red. We're going to go back over to the vehicle. And we're going to go ahead and hold down the set button on the ECU over here, or ECM it's called on this truck. And then it's going to start blinking. Get 3 blinks and then release it, and it should turn green. The second it turns green, the indicator light on your receiver should turn green as well and stop blinking, which in that point you should have steering control and throttle control. All right, I should have showed you guys before that the truck wasn't controlling it at all. So real quick, we're gonna go through the actual reversing of the throttle and everything. So let me set the truck up so that way it's doing the messed up things, and then I can show you how to fix it. Okay, so real quick, you got your TRX4 controller connected to your vehicle, but now you're having issues. It's not responding properly, so you think. So now when you pull back on the trigger, as pulling the trigger in this direction, the vehicle is actually supposed to go forward, okay? So when you push the trigger forward, the vehicle is actually supposed to go backwards. As you can see, we're having issues here where the truck is not responding correctly. So we're gonna show you how to fix that. So the first thing that you wanna do is remove your body on your vehicle, set it to the side. We're gonna go ahead and remove the battery. Now what we're going to do is we're going to press and hold the set button. So the little red button on the top of the controller, you're going to press that down, hold it until the green light starts flashing green. We're going to pull the trigger back, and then we're going to press the set button again, let the trigger go. And now we're going to go ahead and plug in the truck. So we're going to plug the vehicle back in. So now when we pull the trigger, the truck should go forward, just like that. And then when we push the trigger forward, the truck should go back. Okay, so if the truck doesn't go back right away, and you pull the trigger, and you can pull the trigger all the way and the truck doesn't move, that's called a brake. Those are different programs in the system that are going to be on a different video, because I don't want to, drive you guys crazy on this video. All right, so now, how do you know if the steering is working the right way? So this is going to be a simple one. All right, so just so it's easier so you guys could see what is going on with the actual wheels and everything, I took the body off so you guys can see what direction the wheels are going in. So now, just like a steering wheel in a car, if we turn this way, we want the steering to turn that way with the steering. So as you can see, it's turning in the wrong direction. So if we turn it this way, it's going to be turning in the wrong direction as well. So this is a simple fix, just like the other fix. We're going to press and hold this set button down until this light starts blinking. Then we're going to turn the steering wheel in any rotation So if you want to turn it all the way to the left or you want to turn it all the way to the right, it's completely up to you. Hold it. While you hold it, press that set button again. And as you can see, the steering goes immediately to the right. Now it's going to the left. Okay, so if you guys can also see now, the vehicle is somewhat straight, but the wheels are facing that way a little bit. So this little button right here is basically called a steering trim. Okay, as you can see, it's labeled underneath. So now I want the steering to go straight. So how do I do that? This is going to be the button that gets that done for you. So we're going to move that a little ways until the wheels straighten out to where we want them. All right. And that's basically going to be to get the truck to go straight. And now that's going to stay set in that situation for now on. So now we can put the cover back on and we should be able to enjoy the vehicle as intended. So when we turn to the right, the vehicle should turn to the right as well, or passenger. When we turn to the left, it should turn to the driver. So that's the opposite side of the vehicle. Okay, and then again, when we pull the trigger, it should go forward. When we push the trigger, it'll go backwards. Okay, it might take you 2 times to push the trigger when it's in its factory state settings. So when you pull it forward and you press back, at first is going to be a brake. So that's when the vehicle stops. And then when you release and press again slowly is when the vehicle is going to go in reverse. So like I said, that's another video. So just stay tuned for that. And I hope this video helps you guys out. Thank you for watching. Later.